folks, this is game two. We didn't have the fancy title screen that we normally have. I'm struggling with my technology tonight, and that's okay. So, game two is the junior varsity team, Pccs Knights, hosting the Tccs Lions from Lebanon. That is the Cross Christian School Lions from Lebanon. So it looks like the starting lineup for the Knights is, for the JV team, Ava Anderson, Nora Everson, Macy Schultz, Rylan Hood, Aaliyah Presley, and Isla King. And then we have Autumn Freilich on the side wearing a libero jersey. Refs are currently checking the rotation list for both teams. And I need to get a scoreboard up and running. Apologies, I did not get my camera working during the intermission, and so I have a backup scoreboard that I'll be using momentarily. Coach Gray is on the scorer's table, and he's going to run that for us, I believe. I need to get my screens where I can access that and turn that on. There we go. All right, so that one is running and set. And it looks like the Knights are taking first serve. This is match 1 for 2 out of 3. 0 serving 0. Rylan Hood up to serve for the Knights. First serve is up. It's over to the Lions. Lions sending it back. There's Nora Everson with a beautiful, beautiful play. Love to see that. That was fabulous. Nice block. One serving 0. Serve is up. Lions are under it, and they send it back across, and that's over to Ava. Ava across to the Lions. They send it back to the second row. Rylan over to Macy. Macy over to Ava. Ava back over to the Lions. Point for the Knights. 2 serving 0. Serve is up, and it is out. Point for the Lions. One serving 2. Lions number 17 back to serve. Her serve is up, and that's an error. Point for the Knights. And I caught Coach Gray off guard, asking him to run that scoreboard for me. He's still trying to get that device fired up. Serve is up. Macy Schultz back to serve. And Lions are under it, sending it back. Knights send it back across to the Lions, and they tip it gently across, found a hole on our side of the court. So the score is now 2 serving 3. Apparently we're not going to be able to get that scoreboard working, so I'll remove that off the screen here in just a bit. All right, serve is up and out of bounds. That's point for the Lions. 4 serving 3. Serve is up. Over to Rylan. Rylan up to Ava. Ava over to Nora. Nora back across to the Lions. Lions send it straight back over to Isla. Isla over to Ava and into the net. Point for the Lions. Serve is up. Rylan sending it up. Well, it hit the ceiling, and the Knights weren't quite ready for that. Point for the Lions. 6 serving 3. Serve is up. It's into the net. Error. So that's the point for the Knights. 4 serving 6. Aaliyah Presley coming in for Autumn Freilich. Leah moving up to the front row. And Nora Everson back to serve for the Knights. Nora's serve is up. Beautiful serve. Lions are under it. Second hit, third hit. Brings it across. Nora under it. Up to Aaliyah. Aaliyah over to the Lions. Lions first hit. Second hit's a set. Third hit, light and not quite across. Point for the Knights. 5 serving 6. Nora's serve is up. It's over. And Lions are under it. Second hit, bringing it forward. Third hit brings it across to Ryland. Ryland to Isla. Isla to Aaliyah. And Aaliyah over. Lions sending it back, but it's into the net. And they couldn't get it out. Point for the Knights. 6-all. Nora Everson still on the serving line. Serve is up. And Lions sending it straight back to Isla. Isla straight back to the Lions. Second hit brings it over to Isla. She puts it up for Ryland. Ryland putting it up for Macy. Macy across to the Lions. First hit brings it over to Ava. Ava back to the Lions, and it's back over to the Knights. Ryland forward to Isla, and almost over the net. Not quite. Point for the Lions. 7 serving 6. Serve is up. Back to Ryland. Ryland over to Ava, and good effort. Ava got it across. Lions back to Autumn. Autumn up to Ava. Ava over to Macy. Into the net. Point for the Lions. Lions sending it back over to Autumn. It was in, and point for the Lions. 9 serving 6. 23 on the serving line. Serve is up, and it's back to that same hole on our side of the net. Point for the Lions. 10 serving 6. Serve is up, and it's back over to, that was to Macy, and that's a point for the Lions. 11 serving 6. Timeout. I missed who the timeout was on. I'm going to guess probably on the Knights. While we're on a brief timeout, I'm going to confirm the audio is working and the live stream is working as well. Took me a little longer to get going. I was trying to get the mic working from the previous game. And I did get the mic back, and I was trying to get the scoreboard camera connected and couldn't get that connected. Okay. So, I did confirm the live stream is hot, mic is hot, we are working. Everything's going except for the scoreboard camera and the on-screen scoreboard, and that's all right. We do have the device in-house, and we'll see if we can get it connected for the next game. All right, the serve is up. Ryland, and it's out of bounds. Point for the Lions. 12 serving 6. 23 on the serving line still. Her serve is up. It's back to Ryland. Ryland bringing it forward to Isla. Isla puts it up for Aaliyah, and Aaliyah almost had it over the net. Good effort. Just a hair too close to the net to get it out. 13 serving 6. Serve is up. Back to Macy. Macy to Isla. Isla to Aaliyah. Aaliyah over to the Lions, and second hit. Third hit, not quite across. That's a point for the Knights. That's what we needed. And Ava Anderson back to serve for the Knights. Her serve is up, and that's an error. Point for the point for the Lions. 14 serving 7. Serve is up. Aaliyah into the ceiling, and Came down a little hard for the Knights to get under it, so number 10 for the Lions getting another chance to serve. Serve is up. It's back to Aaliyah. Aaliyah back to Autumn. Autumn across to the Lions. And Lions tipping it across and got it past Aaliyah. She was there for the defense but couldn't quite get it. Point for the Lions. Serve is back over to Aaliyah. Aaliyah putting it up to Isla. Isla to Aaliyah and back over to the Lions. And, I hope she's okay. Took a volleyball to the face. We're going to take a timeout. That looks like she's doing good. Just a little shock there. She's fine. We're going to take a minute and let her catch her breath real quick. Folks, that was a tough hit. All right, Isla King back to serve for the Knights. It is 8 serving 16. Serve is up and it's into the net. I love how the Knights are always respectful when the other teams are serving and don't need to try and use any type of advantage. All right, Lions bringing it back over to the Knights. Point for the Lions. Lions serve is up. Aaliyah over to, nope, it was not Aaliyah. I thought Aaliyah was going to get the second hit, and I missed who it was. Point for the Lions, 19 serving 8. Serve is up, and it's over and in. Point for the Lions, 20 serving 8. Serve is up. That one's an error. Point for the Knights, 9 serving 20. Aaliyah Presley moving back to serve for the Knights.
Pccs athletes, spectators, and families strive to set a Christian example at all times.
And point for the Lions with the error on that serve. Number 17 for the Lions, rotating back. Nope, 21. Rotating back to serve. 21 serving 9. Serve is up, and it's good to Isla. I think that was on the floor. Good effort to try and save that. Serve is up. It's back to, well, tipped out of bounds. And point for the Lions, 23 serving 9. Serve is up, and it is over to Isla. Isla back to the Lions. They get across the net. Knights send it straight back. They're going to tip it up, send it over, and found a hole on our side of the net. Point for the Lions, 24, serving 9. This will be match point. Serve is up. It's out of bounds. So that's an error, and Rylan Hood moving back to serve for the Knights, 10 serving 24. She's got her work cut out for her, but it's not impossible. She could absolutely do it. Serve is up, and Lyon sending it back to Rylan. Rylan bringing it forward to Macy. Macy to Ava, into the net, point for the Lions. So that'll be the first match going to the Lions, 25-10. Well, while we're on a brief intermission between matches, let's recognize a few of our sponsors at Pccs. These are our platinum sponsors that normally make a contribution to our annual auction fundraiser every March.
KYOO AM FM. Need more vacations. Schellenhammer Construction. Womack Monuments.
And our gold level sponsors,
Bill Roberts Chevrolet. Edward Jones. Mid-Missouri Bank. Shelter Insurance. Craig Lehman, agent. Stewart's Custom Designs. Wildman Plumbing.
and we appreciate all of our sponsors at PCCS, whether they're actually making a financial contribution or just saying prayers for the students and the faculty and staff, or volunteering their time, or other contributions. We couldn't do it without all the people that step up to help out. All right, folks, you're watching PCCS TV. The Knights are breaking their huddle and coming back out on the court after their timeout. And Lions serve is up, and it's into the court, and point for the Knights. That's an ace for the Lions. That's number 17 on the serving line for the Lions. This is match 2 of 3. Lions lead by 1 match. Number 17. The scoreboard has not changed. Serve is up, and ace for the Lions. Score now says 1 serving 0. I'm assuming that that first serve may have been just a hair before the whistle. Serve is up, and it's out of bounds. Point for the Knights. 1 serving 1. Knights are going to rotate. Rylan Hood moving back to serve for the Knights, number 22. Rylan Hood's serve is up. That's a beautiful serve. That's an ace for Rylan Hood. Love to see that, folks. 2 serving 1. Serve is up. Lions sending that one out of bounds. Point for the Knights. 3 serving 1. Serve is is up and found a hole on the Lions side of the net. Point for the Knights. 4 serving 1. Serve is up. That's out of bounds. Point for the Lions. 2 serving 4. Serve is up, and it's over to Rylan. Rylan up front to Ava. Ava up to Nora. Nora with a beautiful set right across the net. Just a nice dink. Great play by Ava to save that and get it up in the air, keep it out of the net, and get it to Nora. Well, the ref may have called Weaver into the net. I thought that was a point for us, but it wasn't, so it's 3 serving 4. Their serve is up. Isla sending it over, and yeah, we got into the net again. That's all right. Good effort. Nora's there, and she's making that effort. 4 all. Number 6, I believe, on the serving, 16 on the serving line. And her serve is up. It's over to Ava. Ava sending it over to, well, I couldn't tell if that was Macy or Rylan. But it's point for the Lions. 5 serving 4. Score is up. Isla up to Ava. Ava across to the Lions. Lions back to Isla. Isla up to Macy. Macy to Nora. And Nora almost over the net. Good effort. Six serving 4. Service up. It's to Autumn and out of bounds. 7 serving 4. Serve is up. Isla up to Ava. Ava over to the Lions. Lions send it back to Isla. Isla over to the Lions. Lions over to Ava. Ava straight across and found a hole. Point for Knights. Good aim for Ava. 5 serving 7. Macy Schultz back on the serving line for the Knights. She's number 67. Her serve is up. Beautiful serve. Lions bringing it forward. They get it and send it across. Isla sending it back. Lions over to Rylan. Rylan up to Ava. Ava puts it up for Nora. Nora straight across to the Lions. Lions second hit, setting it up. And they send it into the net. Point for the Knights. 6 serving 7. Macy Schultz serve is up. Another beautiful serve. And she scored an ace. Beautiful shot for Macy Schultz. 7 all. Serve is up, and Lions first hit, second hit, third hit, sends it across, and they found a hole on our side of the net. Scored a point. 23 back on the serving line for the Lions. Over to Rylan. Rylan over to the Lions. Lions back to Ava. Ava with a great shot again. Found a hole on the Lions side of the net. Scored a point. Serve back to the Knights. Nora Everson moving back to the serving line. Nora's number 10. Her serve is up. Beautiful serve. That's almost an ace for Nora. And point for the Knights regardless. 9 serving 8. Love how quiet it gets on the Knights side when people are serving. And it's back and just inside. Point for the Lions. number 10 on the serving line, 9 serving 9. And that's a point for the Lions. 10 serving 9. Serve is up over to Rylan. Rylan up to Aaliyah. Aaliyah to Isla. Isla over to the Lions. Macy up to Isla. Isla to Aaliyah. And Aaliyah back over to the Lions. Lions under it. And they're sending it back across. That one's to Autumn. Autumn to Ava. Ava to Isla. Isla back over, and it's out of bounds. Good effort. That was a good volley on both sides of the net. It is 11 serving 9. Number 10 on the serving line for the Lions. Serve is up. It's over to Isla. Isla back across to the Lions. Aaliyah sending it straight back with a kill shot. And they were able to keep it over to Ava. Ava straight back across. And Lions back across. Aaliyah with a fabulous block at the net for the point. Folks, that's a highlight reel, and you can see on her face she's proud of that. She should be. All right, Ava Anderson back to serve for the Knights, number 77, and it is 10 serving 11. Serve is up. Good serve. Lions send it straight back over to Macy. Macy to Isla. Isla to Aaliyah, and oh, that one's into the net. Good effort. Good effort. Folks, that's where Aaliyah shines. She's really, really matured since last year. Serve is up, and it's over to Rylan. Rylan to the midcourt, and we didn't get under it in time, so point for the Lions, 13 serving 10. Serve is up. It's over to Macy. Macy to Isla. Isla to Aaliyah, and almost over the net. 14 serving 10. Time. Refs are checking the rotation. I think that was what happened on the last serve, was the Knights were confused if the rotation was right, and they were trying to make sure it was set. And the Lions serve is up. It's back to Autumn out the backcourt, but Ava saves it over to Aaliyah, and it's across. Beautiful play. Macy over to Aaliyah and back to the Lions, and now it's Lions back over to the Knights. Aaliyah back to the, oh, beautiful, beautiful point for the Knights. Good play. Isla King rotating back to serve for the Knights. She's number 18, I believe. Serve is up. Oh, beautiful serve. And the Lions trying to gently send it across the net. Not quite, so that's a point for the Knights, 12 serving 14. Serve is up, and it's, oh, ace for Isla King. Love to see that. Serving 14. Serve is up. Another ace for Isla King. Knights are having a little mid-court celebration there on that. 14 all. Serve is up, and Lions send it back. Point for the Lions. Number 24 serving for the Lions. 15 serving 14. Her serve is up. It's over to Isla. Good effort. I think Coach is saying, girls, we got to talk. All right, 24 back on the serving line for the Lions. Her serve is up, and it's over to Isla. Isla cross to Macy, and not quite out of the net. Point for the Lions. 17 serving 14. Serve is up. That one's up to Aaliyah, and tough hit. Timeout on the Knights. 18 serving 14. All right, let's go over some other sponsors for PCCS. Silver level sponsors at PCCS. Douglas, Hahn and Heidemann, Etch Salon, First Baptist Church, Hogan Farms, Motor Monkeys LLC, Oak Star Bank, Parton Real Estate, Pitts Chapel, Polk County Crop Services, State Farm Insurance, Brian Chastain, agent, and State Farm Insurance, Gianna Andrews, agent. And then our bronze level sponsors, All Creatures Animal Clinic, Bank of Missouri, Bolivar Ready Mix, Creator Designs, Creator Delights, Garrettson's Trash Service, and Hubbard Realty. All right, folks, players are back out on the court. 18 serving 14. This is match 2. Lions lead by 1 match. We're playing 2 out of 3. And number 24 on the serving line. Refs confirming the rotation. That's good. And the serve is up. Over to Macy. Macy over to the Lions. Isla putting it up to Aaliyah. Aaliyah just across the net. Good angled shot there. Love to see that play. Aaliyah rotating back to the serving line. She's number 9 for the Knights. Nora Everson moving in. And Aaliyah's serve is up. Good. And the Knights send it straight back across to find a hole on our side of the net. Point for the Knights, 19, serving 15. Number 17 moving back to the serving line for the Lions. Her serve is up, and it's over to Ava. Ava forward to Macy. Macy across. And that was, I can't tell if that was Ryland or Macy, but the Lions sent it back to Ava. Ava to Macy. Macy to Nora. Nora over to the Lions. And, oh, the Lions saved that. Ryland sending it back. It's over to Ryland. Ryland back across. Lions sending it back over to Ava. Ava putting it up to Nora. Nora, tough hit. Good effort. Nora was at a weird angle for that hit, and point for the Lions. 20, serving 15. Serve is up, and that's an error. 16, serving 20. Knights are going to rotate. Ryland Hood moving back to serve. Serve is up. It's over to the Lions. Second hit takes it across, and it's a point for the Lions. 21 serving 16. Number 16 rotating back for the serve. Her serve is up, and it's over to Ryland. Ryland puts it up for Macy. Macy to Nora. Nora across. Oh, got some good spin on that ball. And the Lions struggled to keep control, so that's a point for the Knights. 17 serving 21. Macy Schultz moving back to serve for the Knights. Serve is up. It's over to number 17 on the Lions, sending it out of bounds. Point for the Knights. 18 serving 21. Serve is up. Over to the Lions. Third hit is into the net. Point for the Knights. Serving 21. Serve is up. And it's out of bounds. Serve is up. Knights sending it over to Ryland. Ryland up to Isla. Isla across to the Lions. And Lions back to good strategy. Out on the Knights, 22, serving 21. Number 23 on the serving line for the Lions. Her serve is up. Ryland's under it. Sends it up to Ava. Ava over to Isla. Isla across. Lions are under it. Second hit brings it over to Isla. Isla straight back over. And that was in. Point for the Knights. Nora Everson moving back to serve for the Knights. 21 serving 22. Serve is up. Lions back over to Ryland. Ryland forward to. Good effort. All right, number 10 moving back to serve at Lions. 23 serving 21. Serve is up. It's over to Macy. Macy across. Ava under it. Over to Macy. Macy to Isla. Isla back across. And Lions getting it back across to Macy. Macy to Isla. Isla setting it up for Aaliyah. Oh, into the net, but good effort. That's where Aaliyah shines. Match point. 24 serving 21. Service up. Back to Ryland. Ryland bringing it forward to Isla. Isla to Aaliyah, and that's a missed hit for Aaliyah, so that's a match. 25 to 21. So the Lions come out on top, 2 out of 3. And folks, we're going to end this broadcast, and we'll be back shortly with a varsity game. I'll see if I can get that on-screen scoreboard going for the varsity game.
This broadcast is copyright Polk County Christian School. Stop by our school at 2490 West Tower Drive in Bolivar and see what we are doing to provide a Christian education for children.